Hi, I'm Tash. Welcome to this yoga flow. We'll begin on our knees, if that's comfortable for you, just tucking your toes and taking a comfortable seat back onto your heels. We'll begin by taking a couple of slow breaths, just nice and simple, a couple of slow, deep breaths just to align your mind to your body and your breath. Maybe rolling your shoulders gently a couple of times, just loosening the shoulders down your back. Taking one more breath in. Bring your palms together now to the chest. Squeeze the palms in. We'll take an inhale here. Exhale, interlace the fingers and draw the palms away, rounding your spine. On the inhale, reach up, arch your back slightly, look up. Exhale, round your spine, fingers towards your knees. Inhale, rounding upwards, arching the back, looking up. Exhale, rounding forwards, palms touch the knees. Inhale, reaching the arms up and back, look up if you can. Exhale, round. And again, inhaling, stretching up, looking up. Exhale, opening your arms. Take the fingers behind your back this time, interlacing the fingers. We'll breathe in, squeeze the palms together, lift from the back of the chest, lift the chin. One more inhale. Exhale as you begin to roll and round forwards. You're drawing your forehead towards the mat or maybe to the mat. Lift your arms up, stretching the shoulders. And if it's in your capacity, lift the hips as you reach the arms up over your head, drawing the top of the head to the floor. On the exhale, we'll come out of this one, rolling your hips to the heels, rolling the spine up. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, palms to prayer, to the chest. And we'll begin our movement practice for today. So from here, we're going to make your way onto hands and knees. So coming onto all fours, just making sure here that your fingers are spread, your shoulders are over the wrists. And then we're going to simply move the ribs, moving the ribs, front ribs, side ribs in a circular motion. So trying to keep your shoulders nice and broad, lifting up out of the shoulders and just rolling and rounding your spine a few times in both directions. And then a little bit of a cat and cow. We'll breathe in, arch the back. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arching, look forwards, maybe look upwards if you can. Exhale, lift in through the belly. Inhale, shoulders move back, look up. Exhale, rounding. We'll take one more breath in. And exhale. Take your right hand forwards now, make a fist, and then with minimal movement of your spine, hips and shoulders, just start to circle the arm up, back and around, circling up, back and around, and again up, back and around. Reach the right arm up now, look up if you can, open your palm, just stretch up for a moment, placing the palm to the back of your head, so right elbow's up. On the exhale, take the elbow down, so inhale, elbow up. Exhale, elbow comes down. Inhale, the right elbow up towards the ceiling. Exhale, take it down. One more. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, take it down. Coming back up this time and extend the right arm towards the ceiling. On your exhale, we're going to thread that right arm beneath you all the way to the left side. So you're trying to get your right shoulder down, the right side of your face down. And if it's available to you, you could move into a bind here, wrapping that left arm around your back. And relaxing your face, we'll take another breath in here. Exhale as you unwrap the bound arm. The right arm's going to come out and up, inhaling here. Exhale, put that right hand down. Lift the right leg now, so right leg comes straight out behind you. Lift through your belly and we'll extend the left arm forwards. On the exhale, hug it in. So inhale, extend. Exhale, curling into your midpoint. Inhale, lengthening and lift. Exhale, round. We'll do one more. Inhale and exhale. Reach back now with the right hand. Actually the left hand. So left hand's catching the right foot. We're going to kick the right foot back, extend forward through the chest. Take one more breath and then go ahead, release the right foot. We're going to extend the right leg and take it out to the right side. So right leg's about hip height. Place it down to the floor. So right foot now is in level with the left knee. Come up onto your fingertips and walk the hands forwards. Then begin to sink your hips back. Hips come back and then forward. So just kind of rocking forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards here with the hips. And then pause with the hips up. So you're going to place your hands back under the shoulder. Extend the right arm up. Inhale. Exhale as you thread that right arm beneath you all the way to the left side. So your right shoulder comes down. Begin to extend that left arm forwards beyond the edge of your mat. So you're really working into that twist action in the mid-spine. We'll take another breath. And then place the left hand down. The right arm comes out and up. Inhaling. And again, both hands down. We're going to lift that right leg again. Take it straight back behind you. Moving into a side plank variation. So if you need to, you can place that left foot just behind you for balance. Trying to stack the right hip on top of the left hip. Place the right foot down. And then slowly extend the right arm to the sky. And reach it over your head. So side plank with an extended side stretch here. Right arm comes back up. We're going to bend the right knee again. This time as an added extra, we're going to try to catch the right foot, kick back, opening through the chest. So it's a little bit of an arching movement through the back. Let's release. So right foot comes back to the place. We're moving back into a side plank for a moment and then find high plank, top of a push-up. So shoulders over the wrists, strong through your core. Lift through the low belly, lift through the front ribs. Glutes are switched on. Take one more inhale. Exhale, lower super slow. So we're going to come all the way down, resting on the floor. Come onto the tops of your feet. So toes are pointing back. Take your fingertips wide now. Breathe in. Exhale as you rise up into a cobra pose. So shoulders back. Exhale, lower, slow. Rest, relax on the floor. Breathe in. Exhale, start to peel your spine up off of the floor, rising up. Pause, inhale. Exhale, lower. Resting here, inhale. And then exhale, rising up. Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. We'll pause, inhale. Exhale, take it down. Now, reposition your palms so they are alongside the chest. Begin to come into Shalabhasana pose, locust pose. You lift the arms just off the floor, lift the chest, lift the legs, everything lifting. Will hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Release, release, relax, and press back into child's pose. We'll take a few breaths here, just melting the hips down to the heels, arms extending forwards, forehead to the mat. Enjoy a breath or two here. Deep, slow breaths. And then making our way slowly back to hands and knees as we prepare for the second side. So coming onto all fours, take your left arm forwards, make a fist, and then begin that rotational movement. So circling the arm around the shoulder joint about 4 or 5 times. So we'll take one more of those. And then lifting that left arm up, reaching up, looking up, open the hands, place the palm to the back of your head now. So the left elbow is pointing up. On the exhale, take it down. Inhale, left elbow up. Exhale, elbow down. Inhale, left elbow up. Exhale, take it down. One more. Inhale. Extend that left arm to the ceiling. Reach up. And then go ahead and thread that left arm beneath you. Come all the way down. Left shoulder down. Left side of your face is down. And we move into a bind, so an arm bind. So right arm wraps around your back. You want to relax your face here and enjoy a couple of more breaths, stretching and twisting through the spine. Coming out slowly, we're going to place that right hand back to the mat in front of your face. Press down, sweep the left arm up, inhaling. And exhale, both hands are down. Let's lift the left leg now. So left leg straight out behind you. Lift through your belly. Right arm extends forward. So reach those limbs away. Lift them a little. Inhale. Exhale. Bend them towards each other round your spine. Lift through the belly. Inhale to extend and expand. Exhale, rounding. Draw them in. One more. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, rounding. Coming back to that extended pose. Begin to bend your left knee. Right arm reaches back. Right hand reaches back to catch the foot. Maybe the shin, maybe the ankle. We're kicking back. Look forwards. Look forwards. Maybe look upwards. And then let's release. Right hand forwards. Right hand comes down. Take the left leg out to the left side. Keep it about level with the hips for a moment. And then we place the left hip down. Left foot down. Come up onto your fingertips. Walk the fingertips forwards. Drop the hips back. Hips heavy. Forehead to the mat. Shift forwards now. So just a couple of these kind of rocking movements. Hips are moving forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards. Just trying to hit that inner thigh on the left side. Coming up now, hips up, hands beneath the shoulders. Take the left arm up. We'll breathe in here. Exhale, thread that left hand beneath you. Come all the way down. Right hand reaches forwards. And we pause here, a couple of breaths. So just relaxing here, relaxing your face. Enjoying another deep breath or two. And then slowly coming out. Place that right hand in front of your face. The left arm comes up. Inhale. Exhale, both hands down. We're going to extend again that left leg back up behind you. And move this time in towards a side plank. So you're lifting the left hip, trying to stack it on top of the right hip. Left arm comes up, plant the left foot down. So right knee's beneath the right hip. Left arm's extending up and over your head. So we're working to that side stretch. Take the left arm back up and then as a balance challenge, lift the left leg. You're going to try to catch the foot, kick back, reach back, arching through your back here a little. Holding on, take one more breath here. We're going to pause and then release back towards that side plank position. Left foot down. Moving into an extended side plank, the left arm's reaching up and over. Really extending out through the left arm and then take that left hand down. Find your plank pose, the top of a push-up. Start to shift forward slightly. So shoulders coming forward slightly beyond the wrists. And then lower slow, coming all the way down, resting on the floor. Point the toes back. Place your hands a little wider. Come up onto the fingertips and then rise up into that cobra pose. Lift up. Breathe in. Exhale, take it down. Rolling down onto the floor. Forehead touches the mat. Breathe in. Exhale, peeling your chest up off of the mat. Rising up, cobra pose. We'll hold. Inhale, shoulders back. Exhale, take it down. One more. Rising up, cobra pose, bhujangasana. Again, lifting through the crown of the head. Point the toes back, rolling down on the exhale. Place your palms beneath your chest as you would do for cobra, your regular cobra. Shalabhasana pose number 2. We're going to lift the chest, lift the arms. This time extend the arms back. Maybe interlace the fingers. Or move into Dhanurasana, bow pose. So catch the ankles, so bending the knees, take a hold of the tops of the feet. Or the ankles there, kick back, reach back, chest forwards, maybe look forward slightly, and then release. Hands come down. Again, we're going to press back to child's pose, releasing the hips down, forehead to the mat. Enjoy a breath or two here. Just allowing your head to be heavy, the hips releasing towards the heels. We'll take one more breath in. Slow breath out. And then extending the hands forwards, we're going to come into downward dog. So coming up onto hands and knees, tuck your toes, lift the hips, and send the hips back. So downward facing dog, just checking in here, making sure your feet are about hip width distance. The head heavy, head is drawing down. You could move a little bit if you like here. We'll just take one more breath in. Slow breath out as you start to walk your feet forwards now, coming to the front of the mat. So just stretching the hamstrings along the journey. You're now standing, folding forwards at the front of the mat. Just take a breath or two here, getting kind of floppy, kind of loose, maybe swaying gently side to side. And then fingertips towards the floor. Let's bend the knees. Inhale. Exhale, start to roll up to stand. So coming all the way up, sweep the arms up. Inhale. Maybe look up. Exhale, hands come to prayer, to the chest. And just pause here for a moment. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, open the arms, fold forwards and down, hands towards the floor. We'll take an inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale as you step your left foot way back. So left foot's way back. Lower the left knee, so we're in a low lunge. And then simply move towards a half splits and then bend the knees. So we're bending and straightening and bending and straightening that front leg a few times. One more. Coming back into the lunge. Swoop the arms forwards now and upwards. low lunge. Take your right hand to your right hip and start to extend that left arm up and over. So working into a side stretch. Draw the hips forwards here, and then both hands come down. From here, lift the back knee, rise up into a high lunge. So sending that right knee forwards, maybe look up, and then take the hands down. Stepping back, downward facing dog. From down dog, bend both knees, breathe in. Exhale, rolling forwards now into a plank pose. So top of a push-up or pause, inhale. Exhale, high plank to low plank. So you could come all the way down this time, or maybe hover and low push-up, and then rise up into cobra, maybe upward facing dog. And then exhale, shift back, downward facing dog. From down dog, lift the left leg, three-legged dog, breathe in. Exhale as you step slowly that left foot forwards to the left thumb, so between the hands. Once you get there, lower the right knee, sink into the lunge for a moment, and then straightening that left leg as best you can, and then bend it and straighten and bend a few times. Coming into the low lunge, we're going to hold the lunge, so left knee is forwards. Swoop your arms forwards and up, coming into that low lunge, drawing the hips forwards, lift and lengthen through the spine. Take your left hand to the left hip, the right arm reaches up and over. So taking that side stretch in a low lunge, and then taking both hands down. Preparing for high lunge, lift the back knee, rise up, hands up towards the ceiling. Maybe look forwards, maybe look upwards. Really draw that left knee forwards. One more, inhale. Exhale, the hands come down. And this time we're going to step the right foot forward. So you're coming back to the front of the mat. Bend the knees, inhale. Exhale, roll up to stand, all the way up. Swoop the arms up, inhale. And exhale, hands come to prayer, to the chest, and we pause. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, swoop the arms down, all the way down, hands towards the floor. Breathe in, lift up halfway. Exhale here, step the right foot way back. You're coming back into that lunge. Lower the knee, just as we did before. Move in and out of low lunge, straightening and bending that front leg a couple of times. And then pause in the lunge. So left knee, you take it forwards. Pause for a moment with that left knee forwards, right knee down. And then we'll sweep the arms forwards and upwards, back into that low lunge. Again, left hand to the left hip, right arm up and over. So you're taking that side stretch. And then we'll take both hands down either side of the front foot. Just lift the back knee, swoop the arms forwards and upwards. So we're coming into a high lunge. Just lift and lengthen through the spine. Moving into a wide twist. So left hand is back, right arm is forwards, really expanding the arms in opposite directions. Begin to take that left hand back, the right arm's reaching up and back. So we're moving into this reverse lunge. Right hand comes down to the inside of that right foot. Now in this position, arms expanded, start to straighten that left leg as best you can. And then we'll bend the knees, sweep that left arm down. So it's a circular motion from the left arm. Exhale, we bend. Inhale, lift the left arm, straightening the legs. Exhale, circle back and down as you bend. One more. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhale to bend the knees. Swoop that left arm all the way down now. And we're going to take a pyramid pose, so Parsvottanasana, starting to straighten that left leg, send the hips back and lengthening your spine over that front leg. Take one more breath here, lengthening the spine. Exhale to bend that left knee and return to a high lunge. Arms reach up. Let's breathe in and circle the arms out to the side, just opening through the chest a little more. Hands come down and we'll step back, downward facing dog. Pause. Downward dog, and then bending both knees, downward dog, inhale. Exhale, roll forwards to that plank pose, the top of a push-up. So once you get there, you pause for a moment, lift through the low belly, chest comes forwards, inhale, hold. Exhale, high plank to low plank. So again, you can hover in that low push-up or come all the way down, rise to cobra or maybe upward dog. Exhale, shift back, downward facing dog. Let's lift the right leg now, three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, step that right foot forwards to the right thumb. Once you get there, lower the left knee And then we move in and out of the lunge, straightening and bending the front knee a couple of times. So continuing to release tension in that front leg. Come back into the lunge, low lunge. So right knee is down, swoop the arms forwards and upwards. We're coming back into low lunge, preparing for that side stretch in low lunge. So right hand to the right hip, left arm comes up and over. Keep the hips forwards, right knee is forwards. Pause, one more breath. And then take both hands down, either side of that front foot. We're going to come into a high lunge, high Anjaneyasana or crescent pose, sweeping the arms up. Open the arms into that wide open twist now. So right hand is reaching back, left arm's reaching forwards. From here, extend that right hand towards the back of the left thigh, left arm to the sky, reverse lunge. Take another breath, reach up and back. And then keeping the arms expanded, the left hand comes down to the inside of that right foot. Start to straighten the front leg. We'll just pause there for a moment in a twisting triangle. Take an inhale. Exhale as you bend both knees, swoop that right arm back and down. So inhale, circle forwards, up. And then exhale, circle back and down, bending the knees. Again, inhale. Exhale, circle back and down, bending the knees. One more. Big circle, stretch it up. Come into the lunge now. Twisting triangle. Both hands come down either side of the front foot. Rise up into a high lunge. Open the arms, stretch it back, opening through the chest. We'll take both hands down to the floor. Fingertips touch the floor. Step the left foot forwards. Let's pause here for a moment. Standing at the front of your mat. Standing forward fold. Bend the knees. Breathe in. Exhale, rolling up to stand. We'll sweep the arms up, reach up, look up. Inhale. Exhale, hands come to prayer, to the chest. We'll pause, deep breath in. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step your right foot way back into that lunge. Lower the right knee. Lower the right knee and move back into your low lunge. Swoop the arms forwards and upwards, reaching up now. We're going to come into a twist in this position. So right hand down, left arm lifting. And then start to extend that left hand forward. So really reaching forwards. Take an inhale there. Exhale, circle up with the left arm. Circle up and then back. Look back, reach back. We'll hold. And if it's available to you, grab the right foot. So bend at the right knee. Start to draw that right foot in. Maybe come down to the right forearm. And then inhale, open through the chest. Exhale, rounding the forehead towards the mat. Draw the right foot in. Inhale to open and expand. Keep the right foot out. Exhale, draw it in, head towards the floor. Inhale, opening. Exhale, forehead towards the mat. One more. Inhale. And exhale to release. Forearms come to the inside of that left foot. Coming into lizard pose. And coming back to your hands now. Arching through the back slightly. And then shifting towards the middle of your mat. 10 toes pointing to the long edge of your mat. Prasarita Padottanasana. We'll take a few breaths here. Just loosening through the shoulders and releasing through the spine. Allowing the spine and the head to just cascade down towards the floor. You're pressing down into the feet. Just trying to create length there. We're going to lift up and spin to the back of your mat. So you're spinning now to your right foot. Hands framing that front foot. Lower the left knee. Sink down a little bit through the hips. And here we're going to take a low lunge for a moment just to lift and lengthen along the front body. Exhale as you take your left hand down. We're coming back into a twist just momentarily. So right arm's extending up for now. Reach the right arm forwards. In this position, you breathe in. Exhale, circle up and back, and maybe catch that left foot. So bending at the left knee. It's really deep, strong quad stretch here, hip flexor stretch. Then inhale, we kick it back. Exhale, hug it in, forehead to the floor. Inhale, open and expand, a little bit of a back bend. Exhale, draw everything in. And again, inhale to open. And exhale, take it down, forehead down. We're going to take one more. Inhale, open, expand. Exhale, drawing in. Release the foot, take both forearms to the floor here. Lizard pose. As an optional extra here, you could lift that left knee. It's a lot stronger. We'll take one more breath wherever you are. Coming up to your hands, just sink for a moment into that low lunge. Lift the hips and spin to the side. So again, 10 toes pointing to the side. You're folding forwards. And this time you could either take the same pose as before, staying in stillness, or move around a little bit. We call these ninja lunges. So just shifting to one side, bending that knee, shift to the other side, bend that knee, just alternate right and left. You see I'm using no hands here. That might be a little bit challenging for you. You really want to listen to your knees. It's a great pose to really access that stretch in the adductors, the inner thighs. We'll take one more breath in a moving sequence, and then come back to center, hands to floor, beneath your chest or beneath your shoulders if you like, waving down, forwards and down. You can take a different variation here, interlacing the fingers behind your back, work a little more into the shoulders, letting the head draw towards the floor, the hands towards the floor, lengthening the spine. We'll take one more breath. Exhale to release the hands. Fingertips to the floor. We're going to adjust your feet here. Just kind of shuffle your feet in a little closer. Want them still wide, wider than your hips. Toes turn out now. Toes and knees are pointing out. Malasana, so yogic squat. So coming deep into this yogic squat, hips down, maybe wiggle around a little bit. And then leaning to your left side, you're going to press your hands into the inner right thigh. So you're pressing your hands into the thigh. We'll switch sides, pushing your hands, kind of massaging into that inner right thigh now, left thigh, sorry. And then back to center, Malasana, hands in prayer, maybe eyes closed, take 2 or 3 breaths here, hips heavy. You may need to take your hands to the floor for support in this pose, Malasana. And then coming to sit, so coming all the way to sit, we're going to adjust your body so your legs are positioned out in front of you, preparing for a seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. So extending the legs. Of course, you can absolutely have your knees bent here. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine, and very slowly start to creep your hands forwards. So it's important now that you start to invite a particular style of breath, a style of breath that is a little more restful, a little more soothing, a little more nourishing as you're extending your spine forward. So starting to calm our system down now from all that movement and some pretty strong sequences. Releasing through the low back. Again, feeling free to bend your knees here as you wave length into the spine, over the shins, over the thighs, drawing the crown of the head forwards. Take one more deep breath in. Slow breath out as you start to roll yourself up to sit, coming all the way up to sit. So vertebrae by vertebrae, your head comes up last. We'll pause for a moment here in Dandasana, nice and tall through the spine. And then bending your knees, place your feet flat to the floor, hands beneath the shoulders, fingers tips towards you. You might need to take your hands out to the side. We're coming into a reverse tabletop, so lifting from your low back, lift from the back of the chest, and then start to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. So pressing into your feet, lifting the hips, push into the hands. So really push the floor away. You can drop your head only if your neck feels okay. One more breath. Exhale, coming down. Everything down. And then finding a comfortable seated position. We're going to take a very short seated practice. I like to begin by kind of loosening up around the hips, around the ribs, just taking some circular movements here, rolling the spine around the hips, exploring sensation through the front ribs, side ribs, back ribs, the shoulders, maybe even incorporating your neck a little bit, keeping your breath fluid, keeping your attention lovingly and tenderly to the breath. And at this point, you might like to close your eyes and just turn the palms down. Feel free to keep your eyes open. Or position your hands maybe to your chest, palms to the chest, to the belly, to the hips, to the lap. And just allowing your attitude to simply welcome the flow and motion of thoughts and emotion, and pay attention to wherever and whatever your attention is being called to. Always giving priority to pay tender attention to emotion, and to never try to override an emotion using meditation. Yeah. You might find yourself feeling things and finishing feelings from even many years ago. You might find yourself immersed intensely in emotions having to do with today or yesterday or tomorrow. Some will have been suspended in animation since a loss or some trauma years ago, and now the feelings and emotions feeling safe to emerge or re-emerge. So just knowing that emotions come up during meditation because you've created a refuge for yourself, a place where you feel safe. So you might like to just acknowledge that meditation is an opportunity for you to create an inner sanctuary, a place where you feel safe and at home. It's a wonderful skill to cultivate. So giving yourself that sense of sanctuary now, of being in a sacred place and time, whatever that means to you. You can linger here a little longer. You could pause the video, or if it feels appropriate, you can come down onto your back and we'll just take a short supine sequence just to loosen up through the back of the hips. So hugging the knees down, lying on your back, hugging the knees into your chest, gently rocking side to side. Maybe even a circular motion here, circling the knees one way and then the other way. And then from here, we'll take the feet flat to the floor, maybe slightly wider than your hips. Open your arms and just let the knees fall to one side gently. And then the other side. So feet are wide, knees are wide, arms are open. And you're just taking a few of these movements, knees to one side and then the other, kind of a windshield wiping your knees left and right and left. You might feel the desire, the craving to pause to one side or the other, and just allow that opening and that release through the hips and the low back. And then taking your feet together in supine, Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees open wide, placing one palm to the belly, one palm to the chest, and you could stay in this position. Or if it's more comfortable, slowly extend your legs, releasing your legs to the floor. Or if you have a cushion or a towel, you could place that beneath your knees. Allow a sweeping wave of relaxation to wash through your body. Your body gets used to that sense of sanctuary and refuge. You sometimes can find yourself shifting quite rapidly between different emotions. So just acknowledge if that is your experience now. Just welcoming maybe a turbulent flow of emotion, waves of emotion coming and going. So just making interior space for all that wants to move and wants to express itself in this moment. You might like to hit pause and linger here an extra 2 or 3 minutes, or as long as you like, as long as you can. Otherwise, we'll take one more breath in, slow breath out, and begin to move out of this practice now, bending the knees and again lovingly placing the hands to your low belly. When you feel ready, it's coming up to sit. Enjoy the rest of your day.